get in the back of the lag and shit. Say I'm thumbing. Bro, keep a hold of that like he in a bed drumming. Pop on that gym for now. Yeah. Jurassic Park T-Rex straight out Ohio. Me ain't tripping, you cannot take my. Boy, you drunk like a Seiko de Mayo. I'm a movie, look, you a slideshow. You an extra look, this is my show. I'm up to you micro. If you scared, then read the Bible. Yeah. Now the O. Mobbing in the O. Goblin from the O. And it's no. We don't give a. I'm from the O. I'm stone cold. I'm brave and bold. I ain't Batman, but I keep that. Yo, no. Straight up out the O. Swag like Ohio. Swag like Ohio. In Canada. In Cleveland, back to Atlanta. Roll through East Oakland and back of the Phantom. I'm a rock star. I'm a baddie. Yeah, I'm a baddie. I'm a rock star. Both us in harmony. Cleveland, Columbus, Ohio, Akron. I just bought a race, yeah. I just bought it, sitting by the lake, yeah. I just bought put it on my face, yeah. In this section now, Ohio to the Bay, yeah. Down in Ohio, swag. All these swag. Swag. Trip, swag. I'm so swag. Posted out in Cleveland.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Along courtside. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was in MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the...
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Here we go. He'll be the Nets off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Cunningham. Holmgren is out there with Durham. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Banchero in at the 3.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Here's Daniels, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Giddy with a little giddy up on that pass.
Cunningham kicks to Holmgren. Tries again. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here he goes. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Wembanyama. Duren pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Come on, everybody. We got t-shirts for everybody.
Just about a half season behind us. The rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Pass to Smith. Stolen by Middleton. Banchero with the ball. Now Smith defending. Cunningham's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Got a piece of it.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Here's some facts. Go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just 1 playoff series. Total. 1.
And stolen by Giddey. Here is Daniels, defended by Middleton. Giddey, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they've just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
Brooklyn with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Wembanyama. Cunningham against Giddey. Here's Wembanyama. Makes it off the glass.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets 1 to go.
Cunningham passes to Duren. To the left side wing. Holmgren wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brooklyn leading by 4. Giddey with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Up top, Giddey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to the wing. Stolen by Middleton. Inside. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Smith outside. Crosses over. It's rebounded by New York. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. 41 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Holmgren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Defended by Middleton. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That one goes in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Duren slams it in.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
No, Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Holmgren.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. No good. That would have tied it. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by a bucket. Let's take a quick break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Bol, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Porzingis with a screen on Henderson. Left side, Porzingis. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Bridges. Good D by Miller. New York trailing. Now here's Henderson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. Miller against Bridges. Bol. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Knicks passes to Porzingis. Stolen by Henderson. He feeds it to Drummond. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Defended by Drummond. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now here's Henderson. He's covered closely. Miller finds Drummond. Here's Bol. No good with the triple.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
It's Henderson on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever before.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Smith checked in for Miles Bridges. There's the pick. Giddey kicks to Mobley. Let's keep it alive. Here's Wembanyama. Smith outside. Back to Daniels. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Mobley. And Caro. Here's Durant. Can't connect from short range. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Giddey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
And Giddey at his size can get to the inside and make some things happen, that time drawing the foul.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. New York has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Duren, no good. Net shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Giddey the pass to Wembanyama. Mobley outside. The pass to Daniels. To the wing right side. Up in time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Thibodeau. Coach, the rebounding differential not in your favor. What do you see?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
This one looking like it might come down to free throws. Big fella, I know that's your specialty.
Of course it is. I made them when it mattered, Ernie.
But Chuck, if you made them earlier in the game, wouldn't it have been a blowout? Like 1 point is 1 point.
A win is a win.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game. And that is it for half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Knicks shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Duren out there with Holmgren. Then there's Banchero. And it's Cunningham. And it's Middleton in at the 2-guard spot. For New York, they have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Over Giddey. Right wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You take a look at Mobley, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
we check the numbers for Chet Holmgren.
And he's tailed off in the last 10 games when it comes to his D. You can see his steals are down, but he's not playing with the same intensity that he had to begin with. The coaching staff got to get him motivated. They are just killing him on the interior.
New York trailing. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
New York again turning it over. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Number 1, the Nets. Number 5, the Knicks.
And, you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
With the drive. Here's Mobley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Passes it to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Smith trying to break loose. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. And the Nets lead by 4.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
New York, no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Giddey kicks to Daniels. Off target from three-point range. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Timeout called, the Nets. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Miller. Averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mobley, and he makes good on the layup. Mobley's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Henderson with it. He's picked up by Mobley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Drummond passes to Bull. New York moving it around. Miller. And the shot is long.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Count that one for Mobley.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
In transition, here come the Nets. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last hour.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range, so great bloodline.
Nets leading by 6. Outside, Porzingis. They set the pick from the arc and stolen by Bull. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Another game and another dunk from Andre Drummond. That's where he likes to live.
Here's Knicks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's to Porzingis. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 7.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Drummond the screen, driving the lane, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first. No good on the second free throw. Greg, you've been talking about the best conditioned players in the league, and Miles Bridges is right up there.
Yeah, Miles second in total minutes played during the 21-22 campaign. Only Mikal Bridges, no relation, played more.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Both. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Coming in the post. Here's Henderson. And he gets it back. Miller with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets out in front, leading by 7. And we're coming right back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we take a listen to the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So with Smith sitting on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Henderson. He kicks the ball. That's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Timeout called, the Nets. A different look for New York. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brooklyn leading by 7. To the paint, intercepted. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Brooklyn with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots the 3. New York, no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. This has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
This one for 3. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft in particular looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle sets for the Nets.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Porzingis is checked in for Brooklyn.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Picked his pocket. And here's the break. Giddey finds Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here is Cunningham.
I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
That's good from Cunningham. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Nets leading by 13. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And they recover it. Smith kicks to Giddey. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fires for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Now, here's Durant. Covered by Smith. Cunningham against Mobley. 5 to shoot. To Giddey, 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Daniels, no good. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 16. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Smith dishes to Mobley. That 3 off the mark. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. The pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Mobley right side. Out to Smith. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and